happens when you combine G1 Galvatron along with Energon Megatron's jet mode? Well, I'm going to show you what is the final result when you combine these two. Shall we check it out? Chomp chomp! Now, of course, before we take a look at the figure itself, it's always nice to take a look at the packaging. So we have a picture here of the character himself on the front of the packaging generations. On the top here it says Legacy United Transformers. Legacy United on the front there. His name is Energonuniverse Galvatron. That's his name. And we got the character in alt mode right there on the side of the box. He's a core class. And on this side of the box, you got the 40 years thing, the nice artwork there. I love that. And you have then you have the obligatory product shots on the back of the box as usual. So we got the robot mode, the jet mode, and the amount of steps of transformation. And that is pretty much it for the packaging itself. So let's continue on with the review proper. And moving right along, here we have the Transformers Legacy United Core Class Energon Universe Galvatron in a very cool looking jet mode as far as I'm concerned. Now this is a straight redeco of the Transformers Legacy United Core Class Energon Universe Megatron. That's a lot of words. But yeah, he is a repaint of the Megatron version of the mold, but I actually do like the coloration on this version. Actually, I like the purple that they're using, the nice silver, and the yellows. Very nice, got a little bit of red and the yellow for the cockpit section right here. And you come to the bottom of the jet mode. You can see how the robot mode is going to work out. He is doing a straight up yoga pose in jet mode, but it is what it is. I think that's pretty much what he did in the cartoon. I mean, right? Don't know. But anyway, but yeah. And as you can see, you got the accessory already stored on the jet mode. It's a little tank sword cannon thing accessory that's kind of reminiscent of the Armada Galvatron, which is quite nice. And yeah, very nice jet mode. Looks pretty good. And these missiles, these things are removable, and we'll show that off in the robot mode once we get into that. And yeah, a little bit of black here as well on the side, but that's more for robot mode. But yeah, all in all, it's Galvatron. It's just Megatron and Galvatron colors. But anyway, so let's bring in a size comparison. Well, one size comparison that really matters here. So I'll be right back. And there we go. There we have Galvatron compared with Megatron. As you can see, it is a straight recolor. There's nothing new here. The only difference is the coloration, and that's it. I mean, that's what unicrontrilogy Megatron was, right? I mean unicrontrilogy Galvatron, because anytime that Megatron turns to Galvatron in the unicrontrilogy series, whether in Armada, Energon, or Cybertron, Galvatron was always a repaint of his Megatron self. So there's nothing new, literally nothing new. So but that's okay. It's alright, and of course, I will never say no to a Galvatron figure in my collection, because I like Galvatron. I think Galvatron is a cool character, a cool upgrade of Megatron, in my personal opinion. So yeah. Yeah. It's Megatron and Galvatron. Hey, but anyway. And yeah, that's pretty much it there for the alt mode comparisons right here. Oh, and one thing I forgot to do for jet mode is that you can actually, I forgot to show this off to you guys. You can actually position the wings however you want. You can position the wings completely downward like that. But me personally, I actually leave them up like that. I think that is more accurate to how he looked in the show. But anyway, it's your toy. You can display it however you wish. But anyway, I think we're pretty much done with the jet mode itself, and now it's time to transform Galvatron into his robot mode. Now the transformation is ridiculously simple because it's a core class figure, so duh, of course it has to be simple. But anyway, first things first, I want to remove the accessory right here, put it off to the side, and we'll show it off in a little bit, and we shall begin. So I will untab the legs here and just straighten up the legs just like so, and then bring down the leg, rotate the leg around, and flip out the foot, and there we have a leg all done. Do the same thing on your side, just untab that, bring this down, bring it down, rotate, flip out the foot, and there we have his legs all done and ready. So now we can take his arms and just bring this down, rotate the arm around so that everything is oriented properly, bring the arm down, rotate the arm around like so, and then you're going to rotate this whole entire assembly 180, and then just bring down the nose cone, and last thing to do is to rotate his head around, and there we go. There is Galvatron fully transformed into his robot mode. And yeah, it's a nice little representation of Galvatron from Transformers Energon, my least favorite show. You know, even though the Energon was my least favorite Transformers show, like, I don't know, something about that show just doesn't really speak well to me. I think it's just because of Kicker. Kicker was just so annoying in Transformers Energon. I really don't like him. But the designs of the characters I do like. I do like the designs of the characters, and definitely Galvatron here I do quite like, because he's just basically G1 Galvatron with a jet mode, and that's basically it. And yeah, you can see he's all purple with the red abs. I love that. Got the Decepticon symbol on the chest there. You can see the head sculpt is very reminiscent of the G1 Galvatron design. So instead of having all of it purple, we got the gray for the horns right there, which is quite nice. You can see nice. I'm not sure whether it's orange paint or red paint. It looks orange. Maybe the eyes look orange. I don't know. Let me zoom in a little bit more, and as you can see, yeah, the eyes look orange. Yeah, the eyes look very, very orange. The face done like that lighter blue right there, which is quite nice. Got black for the fists. And all in all, definitely it looks good in robot mode. Of course, my one complaint with this figure is the lack of paint. He definitely could have used a bit more paint to break out some of the details right here, like for the kneecaps, you know, and for the shoulders as well. He definitely could have used a bit more paint here and there. But otherwise, he's a solid bot. I do quite like him, and yeah, pretty cool little figure right here. So articulation wise, in robot mode, the head can rotate a full 360. Sometimes it's kind of hard to turn when you have these things in the way. What else can you do with this figure? You can actually rotate the arms a full can you rotate the arms a full 360? No, you can't, because this tab is in the way. So you can actually rotate the arms only that far. You can rotate them back only that far if you really want them to. You can move in and out a little bit. You do have an elbow joint right here, which is on the ball joint, so you can actually have an elbow bend right there. Get a bit of rotation there. Nothing at the waist due to the way he's designed and the way he transforms. The legs can move up that far, can move back only that far. He can pretty much do the full splits. He does have a thigh swivel. He does have a 90 degrees bend at the knee. And one thing I really like about this figure is the tolerances are much better, because on Megatron, these knee joints, they pop off really easily, and thankfully on Galvatron, on my copy of this toy, this doesn't pop off very easily, so that makes me very happy. So that's pretty cool. And the feet can move down due to transformation. No ankle tilt, because his feet are molded in a natural A stance, so when you stand him up, he stands in that natural A stance. So yeah, so no ankle tiltage, unfortunately, but it is what it is. Now, let's run through the accessories for the robot mode. Of course, you have the tank sword cannon accessory here, so you can actually plug this onto his forearm and just have it as like a sword thing, an arm blade, or if you want to have like a fusion cannon deal, you can actually rotate it around and have a fusion cannon thing. But I kind of prefer the sword thing or Galvatron. I just think it looks cooler. These things you can position however you want. You can actually just plug them in this way if you really want to, or you can actually plug this into his hands. Wish the peg were a little bit longer because they're a little bit too short, but hey, you know, he can still hold it at those pegs right here, even though they're short. He holds it very snugly, so I do quite like that. But again, wish the pegs were a little bit longer, but anyway, let's plug that in. I prefer to leave them like that. So, but yeah, it's Galvatron. It's Galvatron. It's just Megatron and Galvatron colors. But anyway, so let's bring in some size. Actually, before we do that, I want to compare this figure to the animation model. You can see how it looks right there, and you see how accurate it is compared to the animation model. And yeah, definitely a cool, definitely a nicely done representation of the character in the core class scale. Would have been nice if we had a leader class scale of him, but oh well, it is what it is. But yeah, now we can move on to the comparisons. Okay, shall we? Let's. And here we have Galvatron compared with Megatron, and again, same mold. Same mold, same everything, you know. The only difference is the coloration. That's it. That's pretty much the difference there between these two characters. But, you know, yeah. I mean, that's basically what happened in the show, you know. When Megatron became Galvatron and Transformers Energon, he just basically had the same body, just with a different coloration. But anyway, I don't know which one I like better. I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, I do like the Megatron, but I think I like Galvatron a little bit better because he actually has tighter knee joints. These pop off really easily, but these don't pop off, thankfully. So right off the bat, I definitely think Galvatron wins, hands down for me as far as I'm concerned. But what do you think? Do you like Megatron better? Do you like Galvatron better? Sound off in the comments. Sound off in the comments. Let me know. Let me know down in the comments which one you like better. Me personally, I like Galvatron better. Just me personally. I just think that this body wears the Galvatron colors a lot better than the Megatron body. I mean, the Megatron, while it does look like a G1 Galvatron design, it doesn't really scream Megatron to me. This one screams Galvatron, as far as I'm concerned, because it's that purple. The purple! So, there we go. Moving on to the last size comparison. I just wanted to make this final size comparison so you can see the inspiration from G1 Galvatron into this one. So, let's see it. And there we go. There we have the Legacy United Core Class Galvatron compared with the Kingdom / Legacy / Studio Series 86 Galvatron. Because me personally, I'm gonna keep this as my 86 Galvatron. I just prefer this purple over the bluer purple thing. Just me personally, okay? My personal opinion, my personal preference, to each their own. And as you can see, yeah, you can see where the inspiration came from. Yeah, because of those red abs and the 3 horns. Like I said earlier in the review, this figure is basically a G1 Galvatron combined with a jet mode. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. So, yeah, that's pretty cool that they used the G1 Galvatron design for this interpretation of the character. I like that. I like that. Yeah, I appreciate that. I appreciate it. At least they're both purple. So, because it's Galvatron, man. It's Galvatron. But anyway, so yeah, I think that's pretty much it there for the robot mode comparisons, and we'll be going to our final thoughts. Okay, so here are my final thoughts on the Transformers Legacy United Core Class Energon Universe Galvatron. Yes, Galvatron. Yeah, nice to have a proper version of Energon Galvatron in toy form, but I definitely wish he could have been bigger, like maybe a leader class version of this design, or maybe a Voyager class version of this design, just like with the Core class Megatron from Legacy United. Would have been nice if we had a bigger version first instead of the small version, but oh well, it is what it is. It's still a nice solid mold as far as I'm concerned. The robot mode looks pretty dang good. The jet mode also looks pretty cool as well. And yeah, and the transformation is easy, it's smooth, it's enjoyable, so definitely a fun figure to mess with. Pretty decent articulation for a Core class figure, I will say. He has some nice paint work here and there, but again, with these figures, they definitely could have used a bit more paint. A bit more paint could have gone a long way for this character here. Like maybe in the leg area, the weapon, you know, the shoulders, arms, the jet cockpit right there. Yeah, could have used a bit more paint here and there, but it is what it is. All in all, it's a nice design, and I like how they took some design cues from G1 Galvatron. I really like that. And yeah, pretty cool mold. I definitely like this version of the character. I like this version of the mold a lot better than the Megatron version, as far as I'm concerned, but you like what you like, you know? If you prefer the Megatron over the Galvatron, that's fine. It's your opinion, your personal preference. But me personally, I like the Galvatron version a lot better than the Megatron, because they did fix one thing that I really hated in the Megatron version. The knees. They fixed the knees. They made the knees a lot tighter, and that's great. That's wonderful for this mold. I love that. So yeah, the tolerances on this mold, on this Galvatron, are a lot better than Megatron. I appreciate it. I appreciate the fix. Hasbro addressed it. I'm so happy. I'm really glad that they fixed it. So yeah, very cool. So, and another thing that I really don't like is the short peg right here. If you can see here, these pegs are really short. I really don't like those short pegs because he could barely hold it. I mean, he can hold it nice and tight, but barely. He can barely hold them. So the pegs could have been a little bit longer, but oh well, it is what it is. Otherwise, very cool Galvatron. I'm really glad to have this Galvatron in my collection. Always nice to have more Galvatrons in my collection. So yeah, overall, I'm quite pleased with this figure. So if I were to rank this guy from a scale of 1 to 5, I'm gonna give him a solid 4 out of 5. Again, definitely could have used a bit more paint, and wish the pegs were a little bit longer. Other than that, solid figure. I'm really happy. Happy with him. Happy. So, alright, so I think that's pretty much it for today's video review. So ladies and gentlemen, if you are completely new to the channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button down below. And while you're at, click that notification bell icon down below as well, so that you will never miss any of my future videos. And you can always check out my Legacy Reviews playlist for any videos you may have missed. So I will post the link to the playlist in the description down below. And I think that's pretty much it for me to say. So they have the Transformers Legacy United Core Class Energon Universe Galvatron. And this is JJ Prime signing off. Peace out to the other one, and I'll see you guys next time. All hail Lord Galvatron!
Greetings, Transformers fans. My name is Alita1. I would like to thank you for watching JJ Prime Reviews. If you would like to see more reviews, live unboxings, or even tutorials on the channel, hit the subscribe button and smash that bell icon to get notified when a new video is uploaded on the channel. Thank you, and see you next time. Till all are one.